President Trump yesterday went to congressional Republican retreat in Philadelphia to talk about the GOP agenda, but his visit was overshadowed by his fallout over plans to proceed with building a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border as the centerpiece of his immigration policy. In response, Mexico's president said, "I'm not coming." Canceled his visit, saying Mexico does not believe in walls and will not be paying for one, as Trump previously insisted, that forced the administration to backtrack on how the wall will be financed, with White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer telling reporters that it would be paid for with a 20% tax on products imported from Mexico.
We're still working together. This is the beginning of this plan to make sure it's done right, but it clearly provides the funding, and it does so in a way that ensures that the American taxpayer is wholly respected.
What? But then, Rice Priebus, the chief of staff for the president, came back and said, that's not really the case there. Let's come back to our panel. Y'all, which is it? They going to pay for it? We're going to tax it? We're not going to tax it? What are we going to do with it? I mean, I just find it amazing, and all of a sudden, we can find money for a wall. We sure as hell can't find money to repair some pipes in Flint, Michigan.
Well, I think that I'm just trying to understand how this isn't actually the American people paying for the wall, right? The tax on the imports, these are products that people use every single day. The cost is going to go up on these products, on the fruits, the vegetables, cars, our electronics. These are things that we import from Mexico. They're something like our third largest import into the U.S. in 2015. These are costs that is going to fall on the American public. So I don't know how the Republicans or the Trump administration thinks that they're going to sell this to their no new taxes constituents.
Khalil, what's interesting is that Trump said, we're building a wall. Ryan went, it's going to be more like a fence.
Well, as I've said many times on this show, at the risk of being redundant, if we cannot bring logic into white supremacy, reactionary freestyle, and insanity, logic does not fit into that. All Trump has been saying, and a lot of people have voted for him because he said this, white people in particular, is that he was going to put up a wall. How he's going to do it is irrelevant. Somehow he's going to make white supremacy magic occur. Mm-hmm. That's going to happen. And as we already know, even if he does what he says he's going to do in Mexico, that's not even close to enough money to build a $2 billion to $3 billion wall.
Oh, so, no, it's going to be more like 14, 15 billion. Up was a 25 billion.
Right, so it's not enough money, so it's all a mystery in terms of what he's really going to do. We don't know.
I think this is another way for Trump to really intimidate brown folks in this country and in Mexico. He's literally, when we talk about the wall, we need to actually break down what that means. That means more police presence on the border. That means more death for people who are trying to cross that border. That means lives are going to be taken over this policy that literally we're going to be paying for. And it seems like the only thing he has done since he's been in office is snatch things away from the American people while also making our taxes.
Who are you talking about, American people?
They live here. They contribute to your society. As we learned this week, we also figured out that Mexico is providing a lot of the goods in this country.
One second. I want to allow you to finish your point, then come back to you.
Mexico is our people who come here from that country, just like you move from state to state. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I now live here in D.C. People have the right to move, and that is exactly what's happening. Regardless of if it's illegal or not, people have the right to move, and we need to be setting up systems to make people to document these immigrants who are coming over into the American country
so right now,
instead of terrorizing them like what your president is promising to do.
Right now, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out again. I thought Mexico was going to pay for the wall.
Well, I thought
radar. I thought they were going to cut a check. Now we got to pay for it. I thought we were told. Oh, they paying for it. Oh, they paying for the wall. Why are we not paying for it?
Isn't it amazing you liberals all of a sudden become fiscal conservatives when it comes to this wall? But yet you all support bringing in illegals who are taking up government services, these Syrian refugees who are costing us money. They are not American citizens. They are costing us.
Let me ask you a question. That is an
alternative. Let me ask you a question. Services that they use.
Let me ask you a question.
They use more than they give.
Let me ask you a question.
Believe me.
I'm going to go back to it. This is real basic. I thought they were going to pay. I thought your boy said, y'all don't have to worry about it. We good.
He said one way or another.
We got this. I thought that's what we would. Now you telling me the taxpayer?
Trump said, now quote him correct. Trump said, we're going to pay for it up front and get reimbursed by the Mexican government.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did, Roland.
From day one,
I watched this.
Day one, he said, they are going to pay for this wall.
They're doing the campaign, yes. But I'm saying, as president, he said last week, we're going to pay for it up front and then get reimbursed by the Mexican government.
When do I sign up for my reimbursement check? Because we're going to pay, not Donald Trump and his folks aren't signing the check.
Do you understand how
we are going to pay for it. So where do I sign up for my reimbursement?
Do you realize how much aid, military assistance, et cetera, that our government gives the Mexican government? We can start reducing that to reimburse them taxpayers for that wall. That's very simple.
I'm asking again.
Y'all are literally.
I'm asking again. Because see, now all of a sudden, well, we're going to pay it up front. Let me go ahead and play this again. Eric, every time Trump does this, we're going to do this. We were told they were going to pay, not going to cost us a dime. Now all of a sudden, oh, no. We going to pay up front. We just going to file an expense report later.
Well, okay, so as long as you get your money back, then he upheld his promise.
So right now, you can tell me that if we went to lunch, and then you said, I got this.
Like I normally do.
You said, first of all, dang true, because you only place you going to the bowling alley with that shirt you got on right now. But if you telling me, I got it, I'm gonna pay for lunch. Then we get there, say, dog, my bad, I don't have my wallet. Then I pay. Now I can't find you. Now technically, you did say you were gonna pay, and now you try to tell me I'm gonna pay you back.
But you assume Trump is going to disappear and follow your example.
No. I'm assuming. I'm assuming he lying.
The president of Mexico has said no. Like definitely.
They need us more than we need them.
No.
Well, clearly,
hell no. He said definitely not.
Mexico cannot touch us with a 10-foot pole.
If they can't touch us, then why are we asking them to pay for something that is our idea? That makes no sense.
Because Mexico has...
Let it clear.
If the president agreed with what you just got finished saying, he would have been upset about this whole deal in terms of doing what Trump said, but he said, I'm not doing it. He feels independently
fine. He's got to say that. He got 12% of the polls in Mexico. He's got to say that.
Gotcha. All right.
But he said it.
Right.
He don't mean it either.
He's 12% of the poll, but according to the polls here, only 36% of Americans approve of Donald Trump's job as president thus far. He got some work to do.
Kickstart your day at 7 and get the news you need from the perspective you want. NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Every weekday morning at 7 on TV 1.